Self-education, your journey through the Harvard classics. Today, I want us to embark on a journey. I want us to explore getting self-educated through a reading list from 1909, known as the Harvard Classics. Now, why would we ever do this? Little bit of my story. Went to public school here in Colorado, went to college, graduated UCCS, and got to the end and said to myself, is that it, right? I remember my junior year of college, picking up Walden by Henry David Thoreau, reading it and thinking to myself, why did I not read this sooner? Why was I never told about this when I was younger, in my prime learning years as a kid? I can't imagine if I had that same desire for reading, learning that I do now in high school. I feel like my life would be very different. I'm just gonna say that, okay? And honestly, I'm making this video because I wanna see if there's anyone else that feels like they're in the same boat. Is there anyone else that finds their time in the library reading? And I'm sure most of you know. In fact, probably all of you guys know. But I want to see if there's anyone else that wants to read, kind of go through a reading list to grow, to become self-educated. Now, what are the Harvard Classics, this reading list from 1909 I'm talking about? Well, the president of Harvard University, Dr. Eliot, put together a list, and he said, this is what I think people should read to have a modern education. That sounds all fine and dandy, but I'm a little skeptical because upon figuring out that this was an ad published in Collier Publishing Company, if there's any business owners out there that are really into copywriting, Robert Collier is a legend in the copywriting community, right? He was one of the forefathers of modern advertising, aside from Claude Hopkins, Halpert, and Schwartz, okay? But he's up there. So I feel like this is maybe a little incentive driven, right? Which is okay, but I'm questioning if it's the best list out there, okay? If any of you guys have a more, I don't want to say updated list because these are the classic works, let me know about it because I want to know. I've been surviving off the Tai Lopez reading list, okay? I'm sure most of you guys don't know who that is. He's a sales guy. He's a business owner here in my garage. But bottom line is I want us to go through a reading list and I want us to discuss, I want us to read together. I want us to find insights into the things that the smartest people in the world have had to say. And then taking that and applying it to our lives. That is what I am interested in. If that sounds interesting at all, that sounds remotely interesting, hit that subscribe button and join this family. Join the book club, okay? Now, honestly, I suspect, okay, I'm kind of weird in the sense of I like reading, but not like fiction, but nonfiction. Is there anyone else? And not like the newer stuff, but the older stuff, because it's more, it survived the passage of time, right? It's not this New York Times bestseller. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure there's good advice in there, but I want the best of best. Guys, we live at a time where there's a library in almost every town, at least in the US. I don't know where you guys are tuning in from, but why is it that we have access to so much information, but we are dumb in a lot of ways and live these, I don't want to say unexamined life and da-da-da. I'm getting on my Thoreau soapbox. I'm gonna stop, okay? That's probably for another video. Bottom line, if you're interested, let me know in the comments below. I'm gauging interest here. I'm finding out this is something that the people of the internet are interested in. And if so, let me know about it. I also want to hear if anyone has gone through the Harvard Classics. Greatest Books of the Western World is another kind of competing series that they go head to head. If you've read any of those, let me know in the comments below. I've kind of picked a book here, a book there in both of those groups, but I want to see if there are any recommendations. I think it'd be so fun for us to go through a book. I'll share my insights on it, kind of how I'm applying it to my life, and you guys can let me know how you guys are applying the same thing to your life in the comment. We'll have more of like a discussion. It's more of a book club. And I just want to see if there's anyone else that, you know, goes to the library on Saturdays and it's fun, it's enjoyable, and they like reading old books. I don't know. I want to find my people. Okay, so if that's you, hit that subscribe button and let's get this party started. I'll see you in the next one.